What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode of the Southern University Quarterback Club podcast.
What's
It's your
up,
boy
man?
Al.
What's up with you, man? I'm
We got
having
a special.
technical
Huh?
difficulties. I'm trying to hear you right now.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Yeah,
Try to
here we go.
mic check.
There we go. I can hear you
Yeah.
now.
Look, we got a special episode today. This is the first time we got the enemy on the podcast tonight. We got my boy Trey Adams from Alabama State. How you doing today?
Man, I appreciate you having me, man. I'm doing good, man. How about you?
I'm doing great, man. I'm just excited. This is week zero, the first week of the season. And, we've been talking about NBA finals. We had some baseball. We had Major League Baseball going on in summer. It's just kind of been a boring summer, but now we are back to what I believe is America's pastime, and that is football season. And what a good way to kick it off with a big matchup between Alabama State and Southern University.
Of course, man. Yeah, man. And it's been talking season. I tell everybody, it's just been talking season. Everybody have their expectations, but now, it's really time to put the pads on, man. And it's exciting time. Like you
Yep.
said, everybody's excited about their new expectations in this 2026 season.
Yep, most definitely. So this the first year for the Birmingham Football Classic. Um, and one of the big storylines is this the beginning of Marshall Faulk era. But in Marshall Faulk's first game, he'll be welcomed by Andrew Body and Coach Eddie Robinson, one of the best teams in the SWAC last year in his first game of the season. Um, and the last time they played against each other, Marshall Faulk and Eddie Robinson was, I think, in the Super Bowl when
In
the
the Super Bowl,
Titans.
look, I was waiting for you to finish. I didn't want to cut you off. Yes, they
Yeah,
were. I was waiting
yeah,
for that fact. I think I was close to almost 10 when that went down, but I remember my mom, a friend of hers had a Super Bowl party. And then, like you said, Marshall Falk was running back, Eddie Robinson was linebacker, everybody was rooting for, Tennessee. And then it came down to the 1 yard line. And then, what's even more fun, or even more ironic, is that in matchups, the linebackers have the matchup with the running backs.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's funny.
Yeah,
So
so you got a Hall of Famer like Marshall that they played running back and kind of know what the linebacker need to do. It's kind of like both guys can be in each other head at any
hmm
certain point in the game.
hmm
Um, so we
very
move.
intriguing matchup for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So like I said, Birmingham Classic on the first of this classic. It'll be this Saturday, 2 p.m. Birmingham, Alabama, at Legion Field. Everybody know Legion Field usually hosts a Magic City Classic between Alabama State, Alabama A&M, but I think promoters or whatnot trying something new this year with this game. Birmingham has been trying to pick it up with their sports, whether that be basketball, football, baseball, professional football, professional basketball with some of the G League teams. So I see Birmingham trying to step the game up. But let's first start off. Let's talk about last season. Let's talk about Alabama State, Andrew Body, the SWAC offensive player of the year. He came up
hmm
hurt a little bit. Alabama State was, I think, my favorite to win SWAC last year, but it came up against some roadblocks. Talk to us a little bit about last year. What kind of happened in your
Yeah,
opinion.
man, it was a definitely a bittersweet season. I must say. It's it is heard of. A lot of people, when I say it's unheard of, I'll just say it's not common to
Mhm.
that a team goes 10-2, 7-1 in the conference and don't get a chance to even play for a SWAC title. And with three teams being in a three-way tie, due to the head-to-head matchup in the East, us
Mhm.
losing to Jackson State, that was our fate right there. Unless they lost two games, which we knew was a far stretch. We knew Jackson State may have been good for one, but I knew for two losses in the conference before the end of the season, I was like, nah. So
That
that
ain't happening.
yeah, with Coach TC, nah. But it really was. And then, Andrew Body got hurt PV game. We ended up squeaking that win out. I think, a few weeks later, we won by three because Smoot came in. We had Smoot. And when Smoot came in, man, he did his thing too. Shout out to Smoot, man. The offense didn't miss a beat. We were still putting up averaging maybe what 40 points a game
A lot.
per yeah. So it was still the offense was still rolling, man. And now with all the pieces that we have coming back, because when the season ended, when we realized it was a great season 10-2, but after that was just Turkey Day. That's all we had to look forward to was Turkey Day Classic.
Yep.
But we after the dust settled, we know we had production leave and we had to replace a few players. I'm really excited about the expectations coming back. Especially like you said with Andrew Biden, man, the reigning HBCU player of the year. He come back for his last year. And hey, I'm not saying it, but I this is before my time, the Steve Air, McNair era. I feel like my guy gonna try to put up them type numbers, man, and try to leave his mark, up there as far as this. I'm not them type numbers, but I'm talking about as far as like one season, do the best he can. Just try to say the least.
I'm gonna have to look up these numbers just so we can get an idea of what we talking about.
Yeah, man.
And
But
he's fully capable of doing that. I think.
oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. But like I said, it's really hard to top Air McNair. I mean, he got air for a reason. But I'm just saying, as far as like one single season, let's see what kind of accolades, to try to leave his mark, you know. And
yeah,
but outside of that, man, I'm excited about the stable of running backs that we have too. We got 2, 3 great stable running backs coming, and then we got Jamar coming back. So um defense wise, I really like us up front. We got a couple key guys. We have one guy
well, look,
returning.
we'll talk about you guys coming up.
Okay.
Okay, we look. So I'll go back to us last year, and
Okay.
you know, it's the exact opposite. Y'all went 10-2, and we went 2-10.
Yeah.
Probably the worst season we've had, I think, in 30 years. Man, we couldn't really put the ball in the end zone at all. Defense, up front, we was not giving no push at all, and I think a lot of the Jag fans were in shock. Like, I mean, when you play teams like Valley or Texas Southern or Pine Bluff, they usually have those similar records right there. But this past year, we were the laughing stock of the Southwestern Athletic Conference. I mean, you might have some other teams that had worse records, but man, people were surprised at what happened to us. Usually a perennial power, but it just didn't cut it last year. 1-7 in conference play,
Mhm.
and that's just unacceptable. And obviously, we made a coaching move, moving on from Coach Graves and hiring Marshall Falk. So he comes in here this year, a fresh face, no head coaching experience, but it was the running backs coach last year at Colorado. So hopefully this gives the program the boost that it needs to get back, to the Southern University football that I know of. When I was in school, we was in the side championship down there every year. You look back in 2016.
I mean, y'all were the favorites, 2 years ago. A lot of people don't realize, like, I think
Yep.
2 or 3 years ago, y'all were favored to win the y'all SWAC division. So it wasn't too far long ago that was it.
Yeah, but I think even 2 years ago, you can kind of see the decline, or I guess you would call it the decline. We just found our way into the SWAC championship games these past couple of years. Like, we needed a lot of help. Like, y'all needed help last year. We actually
Hmm.
got that help. I think TSU or something had to beat Alabama A&M one
Yeah,
or 2 years
man.
ago, and I think TSU was down maybe two or three or Alabama A&M was down two or three touchdowns and came back to win, and we ended up in the SWAC
Hmm.
championship again. So
Yeah,
it's
man.
just been a
Yeah,
luck of the draw.
yeah, man.
Um,
And that definitely left a sour taste in our mouth because little did you know Jackson State lost to a 5-3 Grambling team.
yep.
So they lost to at a neutral site. So
Yep.
they lost to them at a neutral site, you know, And then they, no, not to take anything away from Jackson State, they did win those games, but down that
Mhm.
stretch, man, it was down to the wire. With Bethune Cookman, it was down to the wire. With Alcorn, it was down to the wire. Because I'm watching those games. We need them to slip up one more time, and they just
Yep.
never did.
Yep.
So what? I mean, I hate to change the subject, but so what does this mean? Do you think we should just get rid of the division since we have to depend on others to get there? Because I don't had this conversation before. I, me personally, I think SEC, take what the SEC has done. The SEC has taken away the divisions, and you have 9 conference games.
Yep.
Just take them out. You have 9 conference games, and in that way, the top 2 records, no matter the division. Because what if one side is stronger than the other? It has been times where the West has been stronger than the East, and the East has been stronger than the West. So,
Yeah, and I'm kind of agreeing with taking away the East and the West. Right now, I can't think of a beneficial topic of why East and West would be good. And like you said, the top, I mean, we get rid of them. Obviously, the top two best teams will face each other in the SWAC championship. And that'll be that. It'll be settled like that. Because a lot of times, even when we was in school, like I think, if I'm not mistaken, the West was like it wasn't as strong, but then the East side they was beating up on each other
mm-hmm,
day in and day out.
mm-hmm.
So, but this will eliminate all that. Two best team with two best records, obviously a showdown in the SWAC championship. And keep it at the home stadium of the best team too.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
that gives the fan experience
Mm-hmm.
A plus. Also, the teams get to keep the money not only from the
Exactly.
stadium concessions, but the parking.
Mm-hmm.
Also, all that go back to the school, and it just helps the economy. So,
Revenue, because ESPN has to be on campus,
yep,
so that is bringing a lot of money, like you said, and I like that idea better than what we have right now, and it opened up doors for a rematch, a case of a rematch in the championship.
yep,
Yeah,
yep.
because if they in the same conference and you play them one time, no matter what happens, you're gonna play somebody from the other side in the SWAC championship. That opens the doors up for a potential rematch, and then
So,
that really
in the case of last year,
we would no, we would have a rematch against PV.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
That's what
that
I was gonna
way,
say.
because that way your loss matters. You see what I'm saying? That way your they have to look at with them getting rid of the divisions, they have to look at your loss has to matter. Because therefore it will be 3 teams with the exact same record, 7-1.
Yep, yep.
Alabama State, PV, Jackson State. PV lost to us. So we beat, right now the SWAT champions
Right.
at their house.
With a
And
backup.
everybody went down to halftime.
Yep.
So with that, PV lost and I lost is to Jackson State on the last play of the game at Jackson State for their homecoming.
Yep.
So there's a different type of atmosphere than a neutral site in Vegas and you lose to a 5-3 team. So I feel
Most
like that
definitely.
loss would have mattered if they would have got rid of the division and then therefore we would have had a rematch against PV
Yep.
at the crib. Because
Yep. I don't want to say who would have won, but
But it's tough to beat a team twice. Like you said, who would say that would have been in our favor us going to the championship, and then like you said, we already beat them one time, then we play them again.
yeah. And you know that
Stuff like
game
that.
that
Yeah.
game was closer than I actually thought.
Oh man, I mean, came out to miss field goal,
And I thought
miss
Alabama
field goal,
State.
and we got key turnovers that game.
Yeah,
No lie.
I gotta go back and watch our SWAC and the food shows, but I probably want to say I picked Alabama State by like 3 touchdowns that game. And I'm looking
Oh
at
yeah.
the score. I'm like, what is this?
Mm-mm,
What are we
mm-mm.
doing?
Because see, and I did one of my videos on Instagram, and I had this thing I said they had one of the best defenses coming into the SWAC.
Yeah,
So I knew we was gonna clash. We had one of the best offenses against one of the best defenses in the SWAC coming in. So I knew it was gonna be a battle. And man, we managed to squeak it out. But because like you said, we had some key turnovers from that
yeah.
quarterback standpoint.
So let's talk about this year. You talked about earlier about y'all lost some star power.
Mm-hmm.
One of your receivers ended up at Texas Tech.
Man,
Um,
JJ.
who's
Mm.
some guys y'all brought in to replace that production y'all lost?
Yes. We got well, shout out to Frank Pierre. You know, he came in from A&M, and
Hmm.
you know, despite how the classic looked last year, if you go back and watch that, he has a 67-yard bomber by
Uh-huh.
himself. You know what I'm saying, to the crib. So A&M has something to cheer about, at least that play from him.
Yep.
So he's gonna be in rotation, man. A lot of people have forgotten about a guy that's really slept on from injury. Um, Eric Horn Jr.
Hmm.
Eric Horn Jr. is coming back from injury. He really had a good spring, and I'm really excited about him. And I'm excited about Kareem Key. Um, and Kareem Key was our quarterback when Andrew Biden and everybody else went down
Okay. His
a
name
few
sounds
years
familiar.
ago.
Hmm.
So he saved what was left of our season when Andrew, because we had played Central that year. I think it was 2024. So not last year, the year before. So
Yep.
the year before, Kareem Key was our quarterback due to Andrew Biden and the rest of our quarterback room going down. And then we had to move him from wide receiver to quarterback. And he saved, what was left of our season. And he balled out. But now he's taking that quarterback knowledge and moving it to receiver now. And I'm really excited, about to see what we got with him. So we replacing not only replacing JJ, man, we replacing Asa Grigg, man, he went to Mercer. Dylan DeJet, man, he got drafted in the Canadian League, so he gone. Ajay. Oh, Ajay, he played for Tarleton State. So he'll be against
Oh,
PV that first game.
okay.
So
Okay.
he wide receiver up there. So
Is
yep.
Mercer handing out money like that?
Um look, I don't know. I can't speak on it. I don't know. I can't speak on it, but yeah. So ASAP Mercer, Ajay was at Tarleton State. I'm pronouncing that correct.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
Texas.
yeah. That's who PV played that first game, and then so we got some guys that can kind of, and then we got a couple of guys that I'm excited about too, man. In that wide receiver position, so we're gonna have a nice rotation.
Yeah, I think we picked up some key guys too in some critical areas. One critical area was definitely defensive line. We got Bryson Jennings who came from Liberty, 6'6", 250 or 60 pounds. I didn't go to. I think I went to the spring game. I don't even remember. I've been traveling so much, but he has had a great spring. I heard some good things about this kid. On the other end, you got Jordan Dixon who came from University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. He's another defensive end. And we've got a few transfers in the defensive secondary that's gonna make a difference for us also. Obviously one of the big positions for us was quarterback. And we got Wyatt McCauley. He's from one of those JUCOs in the LA area. He's a sophomore. And then we also got Christian Johnson, who came from Hutchinson Community College
And
in Kansas.
I think he'll be our starter.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think it's
Yeah,
set in
I think he'll
stone.
be our starter.
I mean, one of the talking points also for this game is Christian Johnson is from Montgomery, Alabama, and played at Carver. So
Oh
he is
yes,
coming
oh
home for the
yes.
first time.
Me and him, I think we had the same teacher when I was in middle school. Yeah, and I saw her post him, and she was
Mhm.
like, she torn in between the two because she went to Alabama State, but one of her students played for Southern. I was like, okay, yeah. So
Yeah, yeah,
I had did my work my research on that one.
yeah. So I'm sure he'll be
Mm-hmm.
playing against some of his old teammates and guys
Yep.
he used to play against.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a big pickup for us.
And you have family drive up to Birmingham too.
Say it again.
You probably have family drive up to Birmingham as well.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he probably had 20, 30, 40, 50 people people in there from the stand. So we got him at quarterback. We got Day Day. Day Day came from Louisiana Tech. He's a Car high school product. So anytime you get somebody from Car, you getting a winner that knows how to
Mm-hmm.
win. So we need that kind of mentality in the locker room. We picked up a few guys on the offensive line, which we really, really needed. Zuri Madison from Arkansas State. Tim Artis, who was a starting center at Howard last year. And then a few other guys that's go build up that offensive line. Obviously, the running back room is probably the best room we got. Starting off with Trey Hiley. We got Mike Franklin back, who was a transfer from Jacksonville State. the year before last, who got injured last year. He's gonna help us out. We had Barry Remo, but Barry Remo got hurt recently. I don't know how long he's out, but yeah, that running back room is loaded. So a lot of these guys, we definitely fill some areas, and then we picked up a few tight ends. We got a 6'9" tight end from Mississippi State. Played a little tight end, a little offensive
Man,
tackle at Mississippi State.
I saw he was huge. You talking
Oh
about
yeah,
6'9"?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Big
yeah. I
man.
thought that. Yeah, like
Uh, we got Aiden Valdez. He came from University of New Mexico. So veteran guys who played at their recent schools, they definitely go make a difference. Shout out to Coach Ben Miles, LSU's former coach. Les Miles' son is our recruiting coordinator now, and he did a very good job of picking up guys. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they put all this stuff together. We got this new go-go offense. Not too many people know about it or know what it's about. I mean, if you play the NCAA, you kind of know, but it's like a veer option gun type offense. And
mm-hmm,
you really, if you watch film, you really could do anything out of it. And that's crazy. Coach Eddie Robinson mentioned on the coaches call today. I think somebody asked him about how have they been preparing for Southern with little to no film, and he mentioned Coach Merchant, our offensive coordinator, being at Sacramento State. So I'm sure he watched the same videos I've been watching with Sacramento State and UNLV. But if you watch these videos, you can do anything that the spread offense could do out of these same formations with two backs in the backfield on the same side, whether that be running straight up the middle, options, tunnel screens, spreading it out, throwing it deep. Like you really is really multi-dimensional. So
mm-hmm.
um and that's one of the things I'm talking about. People ask what were my predictions for the game. And so my take on it is that this is a new offense. People don't know about it. People don't know about it. A lot of people don't know how to stop it. So my idea is that Southern will score early until Alabama State adjusts. And I think the big thing is obviously keep Andrew Body behind you and try to keep scoring. But I think it's only you only go so far, and then coaches start to pick up obviously make adjustments, and
mm-hmm.
then possibly Andrew Body starts creeping back in. So um, I don't know what's kind of the take you
That's
got on this new offense.
that that that's not out the ballpark range because I feel like coming in is going to be a lot of emotion coming in. Like everybody has that new feeling, that new season feeling. You're not hitting each other anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you find this the first time you're hitting another opponent, and Southern really had, like I said, has nothing to lose, and all the expectations. For Alabama State, we're no longer the hunter. We used to
Right.
kind of just fly below the radar. People ain't really worried about Alabama State. Woo, woo, woo. Now, we're the hunted. Everybody, the big name behind Andrew Body. We went 10-2 last year. They had to hear fans like me cry and weep for a whole 7-8 months
Yeah.
about how we deserve to be in the SWAC championship. We went 10-2, whatever. Now, it's either put up or shut up. So now the expectations there. But the guys, like you said, the guys and spoke to the media. They said it's rat poison. They're
Rat
not
poison.
taking
Yep.
it as is. And we know like the margin of error is slim. We went 10-2 last year, and we still ain't even go to the championship. I see we went and lost. No, we didn't even go. So the fact that we did had that amount of success and coming back, we know that like we have to run the table. That's our best chance. And that's what Coach Ed Rob said, leave no doubt. So this first game is going, like you said, I agree with you saying it's a new offense. I don't doubt y'all may come out with a trick play here, two or there, here and there, just to try to, get catchers off guard. It's a high pressure game. You guys don't have nothing, pretty much nothing to lose. Um, and then, like you said, we started making adjustments, and then, like you said, maybe the third or fourth quarter, we'll probably, run the ball to try to kill the clock, and we'll probably be up by 2 touchdowns, something like that, by one in the fourth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. I think last year's game we was that the first half. It was pretty close. I
If it
think it
was all the way
was.
close, what you mean pretty close? It all went to third quarter, and then y'all actually
Yeah,
took the lead because it was actually 7-6 in the third, and then that's when the offense finally got to
it started
going.
clicking.
We started capitalizing. And we had a couple of key bad turnovers that too. Y'all was all over the
Yeah, I think
field.
a
And,
fumble.
yeah, we had a fumble, and we had momentum going. Fumble snap at that. It wasn't even like no handoff, and it was like a fumble snap between the center and quarterback. So it was a whole lot of free stuff going on. But
It,
I want to point out that I know y'all. I saw that y'all got Givens back, but he won't be eligible for the first game.
man, I honestly don't know what's going on with it. I don't think he's playing right now.
Okay, but I
Um,
did see that he got approved to come back. That's
yeah,
according to what I had saw.
if that was a couple of days ago, that's possibly true what you saw. But then the next day they announced that 2020 guys weren't eligible. But then all of Louisiana 22 guys, they have been getting lawyers and filing restraining
Boy,
orders against the court.
the times we in with college football, boy.
Yeah, Marshall talked about it today on the coaches call. I think he said they go keep trying and see what their options are until up until game time and see what happened. I mean, I think my prediction was that he will play because I feel like I mean Southern got a whole law school. Like there are so many sports and entertainment lawyers that come out of SULC. Like
Mm-hmm.
somebody go file some kind of appeal, restraining
Say
order,
something.
something for my guy
Say
so he can
something,
come back and play. Like, cause Lord, we need help. We need help any way we
man.
can, man.
So look, that's I had to ask.
Yeah.
I really wanted to ask,
Any
man.
guys y'all got coming back
Yes,
that
we
strong?
have Michael Joyner Jr. He's on D line.
Okay.
He played last year, but he got a new number. He'll be 26 this year. He was 90 last year.
So he's eligible.
I can't speak on it, but I know
Okay.
that he's in the process, like you said, coming back. I don't know where he will be available for first game, but the fact that he's listed on our roster, I'm like, all right, cool. But he may not, like you said, might not be eligible
Yeah.
um game time. But
Okay.
like I said, the time we living in college football, man. You see that guy do preseason, now he going back to college.
Oh, from LSU.
Yeah,
It's a,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
it's a
Yep,
few
the
of them from
tight. Yep.
LSU.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Yep, the tight end. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. He was in the NFL. Now he coming back. So that's the times we living in now to see we could just get guys. And that's what coaches have to go up against now. You know, and do you still recruit incoming freshmen? I remember you mentioned some guys, freshmen, but now coaches are shopping in NFL markets now. You know,
Yeah. It's crazy you mention that.
so like what has college football come to, now that we're excluding 17, 18-year olds now out of the mix? Because
It,
some kids gonna be like, man, it's really not gonna make sense for me to try to compete against a guy who just
that,
got done in the NFL preseason.
right. Physically stronger, probably mentally stronger, mentally smarter. Only thing is, maybe this college paying more than his rookie contract. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. But I feel like we they got to get a hold of it somehow. I'm all for guys getting paid, but it has to be within some type of boundary.
Yep.
It has to be something to where you can't flip flop. If you want to go to the NFL, go to the NFL. You can't come back, and then now that's a spot. A high schooler could possibly miss out on because it's
Yep.
limited slots.
And I thought they had that figured out because I guess the original rule was if you signed up with an agent, then you were
That's it.
ineligible.
That's it. Mm,
Mm.
But man, I really want to pick back up off man, I read that y'all have a running back that end up getting hurt in fall camp.
Yeah, Barry Remo hurt something on his knee.
Yeah, okay.
Last week. Barry
Mm-hmm.
was the Bayou Classic MVP
That's
last
what I'm
year.
saying. Yep. So I know with a new quarterback coming in, you guys were probably, game planning to try to, get him comfortable or run the football first, at least try to hand it off to him.
Yeah,
Uh,
so the thing about that though, I mean, our running back room is probably eight deep.
okay.
Uh, like I said, we got Trey Holly, obviously probably the best athlete on the team. Mike Franklin's returning from injury from last year. He's a more bigger back, maybe 230, 6'2", 230 ish.
Hmm.
Um, we got Osbury, local Southern Lab product. Jason Gabriel from New Orleans. We got a freshman, Macario Dade, who's reportedly ran 9.9 and 100.
Mm,
But I think he's around 10-1, 10-ish range. But you can see some film on him in some of these practices, and you can definitely see the speed that he has. We also have another freshman by the name of Champ from the state of Nebraska, actually. He's more Alvin Kamara-ish, and I'm thinking you go see a lot of him in some different packages because this is a dynamic kid. So,
hmm.
man, that running back
Yeah,
room is deep. I think is really a plug
yeah.
and play offense, honestly.
My bad. Yeah, you don't have Carl. Yeah, I thought Carl came from us and went to y'all.
Carl came from Southern and went to Alabama State.
Okay, so he did. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, all right. So that's when we got him from.
Yeah, Carl
Okay.
Liggin,
Hmm.
Carl from the trenches.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
What's the
I don't
green and
know
yellow
why I
school in
thought he
Baltimore?
transferred back to y'all because he's not with us anymore.
Hmm.
But
Maybe
I
he
could
was
be wrong.
trying to.
That's what I said. I could
Maybe.
be wrong though.
Damn. Wow. I wonder why it didn't work out. Carl was a great running back with us. I think he,
Hmm.
he played as a freshman under Coach Dooley and made some big plays for us. He was part of that SWAC championship appearance team we had with Coach Dooley.
Man, and he was highly productive for us last year too.
Yeah,
He
and
had
he
he had a
was
couple of
buried
good
on the
runs.
depth chart though. Like,
Yeah, man, I told man we had a stable of running backs, man. We had Jamar, we had Marcus, we had
yep,
big Marcus, and he led this swag and touchdowns. You know what
yep,
I'm saying? Yep. So we had him, and then like you said, Carl was there. Then we had 2, 3 back there. So we had a lot of running backs that were giving the ball, that was running the ball.
yeah.
But had a few explosive plays last year. I remember a real route he ran so pretty for us last year, but right on
Mhm.
time, right over his left shoulder, he caught it touchdown.
Yep.
So um, I was hoping that we could kind of keep a lot of that production from last year, which we did. We was able to get Tayshaun Sims out the portal, our safety. That's key because he gonna be he was
Really?
in yeah, he was in transfer portal. Tayshaun, who we brought the SWAT media
Media
day.
day.
He was in the
He,
portal, but we ended up coming back out, and he ended up coming back with us. That was key. And like I said, the O line, I'm really excited about the O line. Elijah Baker, he's an All American, and then Desmond Penn, he's a second team All SWAC. So I'm excited about the O line. Uh, I'm really excited about uh my linebacker core.
yep.
Corey Lucius from last year, man. He gonna have a big year. And then Dylan Blakey, he out from came out. He from Georgia,
Yep.
but yeah, he from a high school out here. But man, he's a dog. I like him.
What high school? You remember?
Uh, Creekside. They just won a state championship last year.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We
He
got
came
we
from.
got a freshman from Creekside actually.
Yeah,
Receiver.
yeah. So he's from out there, man. Shout out to Creekside. They just had a big showdown between
Uh, yeah.
Alabama High School, Clay Chalford. We used to play them
Chalk.
in high
Yeah.
school. Yeah, we used to play them in high school. I went to
They
Gadsden
say they
City.
say they was throwing flags on Creekside. That's
They
why they
were, man. Yeah, they had. I saw a couple plays, and then like you said, man, they were pulling that handkerchief out
yeah.
on them, man. But that was a big atmosphere, and I know you saw the pregame. Them boys going at the pregame.
Oh yeah, I
And
saw the
they
videos
were
on
chopping,
TikTok.
yeah, they were chopping pregame and all that. That was good, man. That was good. Georgia versus Alabama football.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So look, let's talk about what's the keys to success for Alabama State this weekend on
I
both sides of the ball.
On my notes, I got on my notes on both sides of the ball, man. In my notes, I really got us. going to we first of all we got to protect the ball. That's point blank. We really gonna be really excited, about plays coming in. I mean not plays coming in, but the new atmosphere, the new thing, the new offense because we got a new offense coordinator too. So he gonna come in. Coach Hull. He gonna come in with new offense. So the players gonna be excited to run with his type of scheme. What he got going. And he came from Pine Bluff.
Yep. Yep.
So we got him as our offensive coordinator. So he's excited to be with, Andrew Biden and see what he can do with our tools. So first thing first, gotta protect the ball. That's mandatory. Second thing, man, in my keys to success, man, I hate to say it, but we gotta get that turnover battle. It's if we try to create turnovers because that's what saved us, get in the game last year was winning the turnover battle. So we have to protect the football and we have to create turnovers. That's my first thing in order for us to win. If not saying that 3 or 4, but at least 1 to 2.
Yep.
Maybe a fumble here. Because still running plays from 7, 8 months ago. That's the first time you really suited up and had
Yep.
a live game. So first game jitters, stuff like that. Even on our side, fumble snaps, not outsides, little penalties, little stuff like that. Until you get that stuff cleaned up throughout the course of the season. So it's really the first game for all of us.
Yep.
So and then 3, control the trenches, man. We're gonna have to control the line of scrimmage. That's why I'm glad we got some big bodies coming in. We're gonna have to set the tone on the line of scrimmage to where, we have to give him time. Like I said, Andrew Body, if we give him time, he's good to go. But that's my 3 things.
Yeah, and I done seen him make some ridiculous throws in the
Yeah, man.
pocket, standing still there, like
So that
just
that that's really what it is, man. We gotta protect him at all costs, man.
yeah. I think for us offensively, you talk about the trenches and holding the line. I think for us is we gotta establish the run. Obviously, the offense is gonna be run based, so we gonna have to establish the run, get control of the line of scrimmage. Running backs gonna have to read their holes. Quarterback's gonna have to make the right read, obviously, because you're gonna have multiple options in one play, and deciding where the ball go. Obviously, take care of the ball, no turnovers. And like you said, definitely I think forcing turnovers is gonna be more imperative to us. I think y'all got your offense set. You got a trigger man that we already know about. It's a lot of question marks for us, but
Mm-hmm.
some of those question marks could be, um, I guess, remedied with a turnover.
Mm-hmm.
um, and then, like I said, controlling the ball, running the ball. If you do get ahead, or I ain't gonna say even get ahead, we need to manage the time. I think the more time you leave on that clock for Andrew Body, the more damage he is capable of
I just
doing.
about to say, yeah, the best defense, right now for Andrew Body is to keep him on the side,
Yep.
So what they do on Waterboy, at first they were like Waterboy, man, they take a knee. And I'm like, all right, we
Yep.
don't want the game. They look, keep Waterboy on that sideline.
Right. Oh, oh, defense. Oh, I mean, yeah, we talked about turnovers, but not giving up the big play. Not giving up the big play, that can include making tackles. I mean, we know bodies go run when he get his opportunities. He's go through it when he get his opportunities. But when he does run, make that play. Don't give him these yards after contact and all this extra stuff because that's gonna be detrimental to the game. That once you get that momentum going, he ain't gonna stop. He ain't gonna stop. Also, the third phase, special teams, like no missed field goals. I think uh, one of the areas we struggled last year was the punting game. We need to average a little bit more. Get that offense pinned that back down inside the 20. And just defend on all your special teams. Don't let no big plays, no kickoff returns, all that extra stuff. Cause that ain't gonna do nothing but piss everybody off.
Mm-hmm.
Once the Jaguar Nation pissed off, that's a wrap. So
But no, man, I definitely agree with those points, man. Like you said, with y'all having a lot of question marks, it's hard not to come in with that approach.
Right.
Establishing the run early, because like you said, your running back room is deep. Um, and to us, we have to stop the run. That our two losses from last year, we could not stop the run against Jackson State. That was gashing us, 5-6 yards at a time. So that coming in, that was a point of emphasis for our coaching staff and Coach Eddie Robinson.
Yep.
Is that, man, we have to stop the run and we have to be better on third down. That was what our our two killers from last year.
Yep.
Was stopping the run and getting out the field on third down. We created turnovers. They were cool, but those were key points where we needed a stop. But we just couldn't get it.
Yep. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe the screen. Subscribe on the stream. SU Quarterback Club on YouTube. SU Quarterback Club podcast on Instagram, and then Trey Adams Sports on YouTube. Also, if y'all could do us a favor, drop where y'all listening or watching from in the comments. Y'all know we like to enjoy seeing when y'all watching from. Now, you said new OC Tony Hull.
Mm-hmm.
Where did y'all old OC go? Or did he?
Dang! I so had it on Twitter. Um, he left. But we did get Coach Tony Hull. Um, yeah, man. I sure saw it on Twitter, but I was too busy trying to stay on the big pickups that we got. Um, including like Zach Williams. So Zach Williams came with Coach Tony Hull.
Okay. Somebody
Yeah,
said that North Carolina Central.
yep. Okay, I think that sound about right. Yeah, that sound about right. Um, but Zach Williams, he came in with Coach Tony Hull from Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Yeah.
And he was second team all SWAT with Pine Bluff out there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So man, but yeah, Coach Tony Hull, man, I'm excited to see what he's like, because he did have that offense rolling last year especially when we played against him. Like I said, when in that first half, we was neck and neck with Pine Bluff last year in that game. And
Jesus.
after, like you said, we made adjustments at halftime, and then that's when we finally stretched the lead. But man, them first couple of quarters, man, we was going back and forth with Pine Bluff. Yeah, Coach Tony Hull he was mixing it up on us, and then that first half. But like you said, adjustments happened, and then that's when we was able to handle and get it done. Yeah, man, he'll be able to utilize, the weapons that he had with Andrew Biden. And man, like I said, with Smoot too. Smoot definitely got an arm on him. And I'm really excited about the future. My bad. I'm going on a rant now. I'm going down the rabbit hole without quarterbacks. Shout out to Aaron Fry, man. He came with Clay Chalfer. So the team that played Creekside we talked about earlier came with Clay Chalfer. He won a state championship with them, man, and he is the real deal. He's very mature beyond his years. I watch him, the way he just have grace in the pocket, man. It's unheard of as a freshman to come in and be that poised. So Aaron Fry, man, I like him for the future of Bama State, man, for real.
So y'all got another quarterback from Clay Chalk from that's in high school now?
No, I'm talking about he came from last year. This is freshman season. This is freshman year.
Okay, well the video I must have watched was old then, because I saw a video of him.
Yeah, Aaron Fry. Yeah, so Aaron Fry, he played with him last year. He actually enrolled early, and he was here during the spring. So I saw him doing spring ball. Okay. And man, yes, he's real deal.
Is he about 5'11"?
That's him. Fast, boy.
Okay.
Fast.
Yeah, that's the right guy.
Woo. That boy fast, man. Yeah, he get out of there. Young, athletic, but then on top of that, he know how to stand in the pocket. And and for him to be that fast, he's not too jittery in the pocket, quick to get out of there. He's still poised in there too. So I'm like, man, yeah. So I'm excited about the future with him.
Would you compare him to Davis?
Nah. It's early.
Okay.
It's early. Yep, it's early. So we'll see, the development on him, and and see how he develops as, time moves on, because he has people that could give him some good knowledge. AB could give him a whole bunch of game coming down.
Yep.
Hmm.
Um, let's see. You got any score prediction?
Oh, like I said, it's gonna be tight. Within that first couple of quarters, um,
What's
it's
good,
gonna be.
man?
What's good, fellas?
Man, what's good with you, man?
Chilling, chilling, chilling. Hey, it's week 0. So yeah, we on a different type of time. So with it being week 0, go Jags.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I'm
man.
ready for a 21 skunk first half. What's up with
Listen.
it?
So I see. So I see you calm with it. Al, he calm with it, and here you come. See, I'm all modest. We all
He
give
must
each other predictions, stuff like
he
that. He
must have had
said
a bar
21-0.
ready. He must have had a
21
bar ready.
0. I
That
got I
was
got
up.
faith in the boys.
Look,
You know,
I'm
chopped it
trying.
up with them over the weekend. So just got back from DR actually. Went out to the Southern Athletic Gala. Great event, man. I met some good people. But whole coaching staff was there and they feel ready. They feel very confident. So I feel they're gonna actually show up. We
That
showing
was
up
up.
this week.
Let's
Man,
do it.
21, man, 21-0, man. That's a bold prediction, man. But I
Hey,
I
I'm
love
putting it
the
out there.
energy, man.
I'm
I love
putting it
the
out there.
energy.
Hey, it
You know
might
what
be
I'm saying?
something like 2016.
Look, chill out. I had to go back and research that, bro. I said, man, when I had posted on my graph, I said, man, hold on. Where was I when it was 64-6? I'm like, what is going on? But then,
That was Isaiah Crowell
man,
age too.
man, I said, man, I said, yeah, I had to scratch my head on that one. But like I said, man, eh, if he want to bring that up, we could bring that 21 plus deficit from last year at y'all crib, that 30-7, and
Uh,
then we could just lay that right there, and then we could try to maybe build off that.
That was an early game.
Yeah, this is an early game. This is it. The only difference is that was the third game of the year for y'all, and that was the second year of the game for us.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I mean, we played it close that game. 16
Yeah, I
points,
did. Yeah, I
long
did.
time, long time ago.
And
That was a
then
long time ago. That was a long time ago.
yeah, but like you said, man, I like the change in 8 months, man. It ain't about what last year. It ain't about 2016. It's about Saturday, man. And like you
well,
said, a lot we still coming in with a chip on our shoulder because, like you said, we still got snuffed out of last year,
Yep.
even though we went 10-2, still got snuffed out. So we know what's at stake. We know we are the hunted now. Everybody know that, like, hey, we circled on their schedule now. If you beat us, that means something. So, and we know we got no room for error. At the end of the day, we gotta go. We gotta run the table. 12-0.
Is
That we gotta leave no doubt in order to make it there. If you
is
don't go
Coach
10-2,
is Coach Robinson on the hot seat?
no, no, of course not.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course
Okay.
not. Nah,
so
Cole Ryan on the high seat.
all right. So what you saying that? Let's say he doesn't get it done and go and run the table. I even say run the table, win East. What happens after that?
I mean, we still have full faith in Coach Rob. He's building a winning culture. What he showed us in 2024 really says a lot about him as a coach. We literally went on a 5 almost 6 game win streak with 4 of our quarterbacks going down. Like we took one person from a position, moved him to the next, and we had success. Shout out to Kareem Key. I had mentioned him to Al earlier. Now he's gonna be a wide
Mhm.
receiver.
Mhm.
So he's not on the high seat at all, bro. We love Coach Rob. He's an alum. He played football there, and not to you know put the cart before the horse. But if
Yeah.
he does, seal the deal and win the SWAC championship, he'll be the first player in Alabama State history to win a SWAC title, not only as a coach, not only as a player, but as a coach too. So I'm really hoping that he gets that recognition. And if anybody deserves that, it's Coach Eddie Robinson.
Yeah.
So because he won it as a player at Alabama State, walk on at that from on Alabama State, made it to the league. Then came back and coaching for his alma mater. So, and he trying to, win, bring home a SWAC championship as a coach. So, I can't ask for nothing more.
I feel you. I respect it 100%,
Did
man.
you say a score?
I ain't saying score. You're right.
Oh,
All right.
you ain't got to. You ain't got to.
Yeah, and well, at the beginning, I say, like I said, it'll be tight, but like you said, I think them second half adjustments will be made, and then within that third or fourth quarter, we'll probably, in the fourth, probably be about a couple of touchdowns. But I do like maybe. I told my little boy, he asked me what the score was, and I told him I got 34, maybe 17, trying 34, 17, somewhere around there, but then like you said, we give a touchdown towards in the fourth to kind of spread the lead out a little bit, but it's gonna be tight all the way through, up until the end.
Yeah, I'm, I'm, I'm really on this 31-28 ish, real close game. I got a little faith inside my heart. Like I got some Jaguar spirit deep down that shows me anything could happen.
Yeah.
If you read your Bible and you have faith, anything can happen this
Oh yeah.
weekend. And I know
Hmm.
we 20-point underdogs right now, which
Yep.
which is not
I didn't
crazy,
even
but
look. I know, no lie. I didn't even look at the spread. I have not.
yeah, it's 19 and a half. Alabama State is favored. Well, I mean, which makes sense. I mean, you were 2-10 team last season, and nobody, like I said, we got question mark. People don't know. So,
Mhm.
but
Um, but man, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you do not have my bad, I got excited. But you do not have a question mark at safety. And Hearn, boy, you ain't mention Hearn. I'll wait for you to mention Hearn.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot of players in my head, and I thought about it too. Yeah,
man,
Ball
you ain't
swag.
mention Hearn. So Hearn gonna be that key for y'all back there in that secondary. I already did my research, man. And it's no reason why. I mean, it's my bad. It's no accident that he's preseason I ain't
Ball
this
swag.
yeah,
Yeah.
my bad, award,
Yeah.
preseason award nominee. So I've been looking up so he definitely gonna be back there trying to key in on Andrew Body
And
and I
expect
right
to see
see.
him. Expect to see him all over the field. Now, never want to
Yeah,
say.
I know he probably gonna be, probably at that second level, probably that linebacker position too. Trying to, he gonna be roaming around. So
Yeah.
then we gotta keep eyes on three.
Reggie, you got to go.
Uh, to be honest with you, man, I say just throw a
Or
number
you,
out.
or
I
you
kind of
just
thought about
vibing.
it. Hey, I thought we was over the vibes. I thought
that was our
I
motto last year, Trey. When we was losing, we would just say we just enjoying the vibes.
just
We
here for the
just doing the
vibes. Just here for the
Yeah.
vibes. So I mean, vibes over. We got the vibes last over the weekend Saturday at the gala. Vibes over. Now I'm
Mhm.
ready to show up. And just one thing in history, I know this. I've never seen Bama State beat Southern in person. I've never seen it. So out of the three Bama State games I've been to in my life, Southern got a dub every time. So hey, I'm gonna say
Wish.
this. I'm gonna say this. We going for number four. We going for number four. So
That's what's
I
up,
say
man.
I really don't think it's going to be too much of a high scoring game, just because I feel we are going to try to win in the trenches. Probably going to run heavy more than likely. We may break a few, but I do think we're going to start off pretty slow. And just watching the game last year too, you looked at Southern versus Alabama State. That first half was rough on both
Man,
sides of the
on
ball.
both sides of the ball. Whew.
So and with it being week zero, you got two fresh offenses. As you spoke on it, two new OCs coming into this platform, and we got to see what's gonna happen. Two DCs that's coming in. Well, as far as ours at least.
Yeah. Now we got to go
Um,
to this
yeah, so I would say, look, honestly, I would give it around a 28-17, 28-21, something like that. 24-16, 24-17. I don't know. With swag ball, you might get a block field goal here and there
one.
just because it's week
Hmm.
zero, special teams, people not blocking, missed
Yeah,
assignments.
yeah. That's what I say.
So
Yeah,
yeah, I would give it around that mark. I would give it around that mark.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't
I agree
expect it.
that the game does have potential to come out slow. on both
Yeah.
sides. Like, just to see what you got. First game jitters, like you said,
Mhm.
maybe a lot of penalties. Even if we do have big plays, maybe a holding call here and there,
Yep.
just because it's our first time, running these plays live in 8 months.
Yep.
It's easy to run in the scrimmage, at practice, but yeah, man. I feel like whoever settles in first,
Right.
because the emotion's gonna be high, gonna be hype, first game of the season. So
It's
whoever
gonna be
settles in,
hot.
man, in
Exactly.
the daytime at that 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
It ain't
Yeah.
no 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock game. It's 2 o'clock, so it's in the middle of the day. Is whoever settle in.
Pack me a
Um,
white towel for sure.
yeah, it's all about that, man. And as I said earlier, man, it's all about who make adjustments.
Yep.
Whoever make adjustments and execute from that point on. Because it's gonna be a play here and there that hit you in the mouth. How do you
Right.
counteract with it? So
Yep.
Yep.
It's gonna be the
Okay.
adversity.
oh yeah,
Okay.
man, for sure, man. But it's at the same time, as we mentioned earlier, it's the first Birmingham Classic. So big fan base is coming to Birmingham, trying to, bring the vibes and bring the atmosphere to the game. So it should be rocking in Legion Field.
Yeah, man. I think SU will bring a lot of Atlanta folks
Hmm.
to Birmingham, also from the Mobile area, even Jackson. Got
Hmm.
buses going that way. So I think it'll
And
be
I even worked with, a Southern Jad,
oh
here
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Atlanta.
You told me. You
So
told me.
Atlanta gonna bring something over too, to Birmingham. So mhm.
Well, look, can you talk? I guess for the people who going, that's watching, can you talk about maybe some activities in Birmingham that will be going on this weekend?
Oh yeah. Hey, I know you're on the other side, my brother. But BZ and Alpha Sig alumni, they having alumni event in Birmingham that Friday night.
Okay.
Um, so BZ and Alpha Sig, they having a alumni event. Um, I would get the locations later, like details later, but I don't know all the details right now. But um, I also have an event, as you say, with Reggie on Saturday. We're gonna do that after the game, and we're gonna have the vibes going on that Saturday.
It depends who win now, right?
Hey,
Last year,
win, lose, or draw is gonna be a
I
fun
feel
night.
like last year y'all
So
said, man, y'all here for the vibes, man. So if it does go that way, just continue for one more game. I do got high hopes. I feel like it would not be 2-10, but I need for y'all to go and start off 1-1. I need that. I need y'all to start off 1-1
I
for
need the other way around because we
me.
need
Yeah,
this
I
boost.
need
We
y'all to
need a
start off
boost.
1-1 for me. Y'all can win 11 straight games out of that. I'm cool with that. I'm cool. Y'all can win 11 straight. I just need y'all to start off 1-1. We good.
And I guess this game don't count toward the SWAC
It's not. It's
championship.
not. It's not. It's not. Even though, because that was my argument again last year. Because we played y'all last year and it didn't count
Yeah.
because y'all were like our ninth conference game. So this is just counted as just like another classic. And at one point in time, we was actually trying to play South Carolina State. So
Mm.
how that works, man, I think, like I said, man, just get rid of the division, just play 9 games anyway.
Yeah.
That's in my opinion. Get rid of the divisions, play 9 games, best 2 records.
Okay. All right. Shit, we been on here an hour. like
mhm.
like we talked about Birmingham Classic this weekend, Saturday, Legion Field, 2 p.m. If you're not in Birmingham, make sure you pay your cable bill and tune in to ESPNU at 2 p.m. That's Central Time, 3 p.m. Eastern
Eastern.
Time if you on the East Coast. So we got Southern University going against Alabama State. We got the beginning of the Falk era. We got Marshall Falk versus another former NFL coach, Eddie Robinson, too. So make sure y'all tune in, lock in. Make sure y'all go follow Trey Adams, the Trey Adams on Instagram, and also follow subscribe to his YouTube page, the Trey Adams Sports.
Nah, I
Uh,
appreciate you, big dog. I
and
appreciate
then
y'all having me too, man. Like you
yeah,
said, it was the first time y'all had an opponent on, and I'm glad to bring that in.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I
break
appreciate
y'all
it.
in, my bad.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be hot, so make sure y'all hydrate too. So
Oh, for sure. Yeah, man. I'm gonna see y'all there, right?
yeah, I'll be there. I
Oh,
should be
okay,
in the
yeah,
field
yeah,
somewhere.
okay.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna be.
no,
I'm gonna try. I gotta get there early because I'm gonna try to get some footage.
Yeah,
Uh,
for sure.
for YouTube and for my channel. I mean my channel and my Instagram. So I'll probably be on the field, man. I'll probably holler at y'all boys around that time then.
For sure, for sure, for sure.
definitely.
Make sure y'all follow SU Quarterback Club podcast on Instagram, Southern Universe Quarterback Club on Facebook. Follow me, Taylor May Q on Instagram. Subscribe to the channel. Share the stream if you on Facebook too. Even if it's with your auntie or your grandma. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all tune in for future more shows. Um and yeah, go Jags.
Go Jags.
Swarm is one.
Yeah, Swarm is one, man. Big Bama State. When you mention Bama State, make sure you put bid in front of it, man.
Come on now,
All
man.
right. Nah, I
All right.
appreciate y'all both for having me, man.
Yes,
Later.
sir.
All right.